Hello everyone, this is Beastlio, and in today's video, it is Tuesday, which means it is an anime character spotlight. And in today's anime character, we're going to be talking about Edward Elric. Now, for those of you who don't know who that is, he is the Full Metal Alchemist. So, during, we're going to be talking most about Brotherhood. I ne I watched both of them. I really liked Brotherhood better for obvious reasons. But anyway, overall, it's similar stories at certain times. Anyway, Edward and his brother both trained to be alchemists at a young age, um, and their problem with it was they tried to bring their mother back after she died. It caused a lot of problems. In fact, Alphonse lost his entire body, and Edward lost his arm and leg. So he has a metal replacement, and he also brought his brother back by forcing his spirit inside a suit of armor. So both of which, both sorry, both of which basically have the scars of them trying to do the forbidden alchemy, which is bringing a body back to life. So he was given a new arm and leg, automail, I believe is what it's called. And what they were looking for is what's called a philosopher's stone. Now they were looking for a philosopher's stone because supposedly that was the only way that they could bring their mother back from the dead. Now, what happens is we find out that the um, Philosopher's Stone can only be created by the absorption of several souls. So what happens is they normally take over a city, absorb all the souls into it to create a Philosopher's Stone. And the Philosopher's Stone gives the idea of being able to use so much power. Um, when in actuality, they're just using the power of the souls inside of the stone. So there's this creature that was able to create this, which is now called Father, who creates little versions, I don't want to say of himself, but they were add-ons basically of himself to remove the human out of him. So there are basically the seven sins. So the seven sins are removed from his body, which were the homunculi, which are creatures that are not human but are able to perform alchemy based on their characteristics are based on their sin. So gluttony eats things, greed is greedy, wrath is wrathful, pride is too much pride. You get the gist. So anyway, they now have to fight these guys, and what turns out is it turns out to be an all-out war because a homunculus is the leader, the Monfiar, who is the one of wrath. So Edward this entire time is trying to build up a group to actually stop them, and he devises a plan, and he hopes, obviously, it works, to take them out one by one and then going after Father himself. Well, it turns out he thought it was his dad, and in actuality, it was not. It turned out to be um, a creature that kind of shaped himself to look like his dad. So his dad, using a philosopher's stone, actually has been alive for centuries, probably even millennials. So the fight continues, and they get to a point where they use four of the beings. So Father uses all of the beings that were able, that tried to do the forbidden um, alchemy, and brought them down to create himself, to bind him to God itself. So when he does so, they all try to go after him at once. But what turns out is, even though he had all that significant power, he was still able to be defeated. It was actually because of one of the homunculi, homunculus, sorry, greed actually reversed his thick skin to actually make his skin weak, which actually was the reason why Edward was able to defeat Father with ease at the end. So, I know I threw a lot of information at you, but that was pretty much the story in a gist. I mean, I definitely skipped out on some stuff. Some of his notable battles are with Scar, who is the Destruction Alchemist. He also fought greed and got his butt kicked, but actually learned how to beat him. He also fought envy and oh no, he's not faced pride. Envy, and then he faced his father. Um, his abilities. So one thing I got to make clear is alchemy is a form. I don't want to say of magic, but it's a combination of magic and science. Because what you need to do is you need to take away from something to create something else. So nothing can appear out of nowhere. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but in general, I just want to make that clear. So it's not like you can automatically turn things to gold. You have to have some sort of philosopher's stone to be able to do that. And for that to be created, it's not an easy thing. He definitely knows alchemy and is able to do so without making a circle. So there's normally, to use alchemy, there's like a circle that you must make. He doesn't have to. He just puts his hands together and does it. He has been able to use his alchemy for offensive and defensive purposes, and because of it, has made him definitely an adequate fighter in all aspects. He's also an expert martial artist, weapons user, and he has a vast knowledge. He's very intelligent as well. His downfalls obviously being that he has a problem with his height. He doesn't like when people talk about it. He's not short. Everyone else around him is tall. Um, and his goal was to always save his brother. That was his goal from the beginning, and in the end, he succeeded by giving up his alchemy. Definitely an interesting ending to an anime, but I do have to say that he's definitely a character I enjoyed watching. Him and Alphonse's characters were definitely excellent, and that's why I wanted to do a character spotlight on Edward Elric. So, as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is there a character you would like me to work on? Let me know. Um, as always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a good night.